Hello and welcome back to the Realm of Thrones. And I was just about to say welcome back to the 10th year anniversary. Actually, never mind. Alright, let's not do that. Anyway, there is a tournament going on here. I feel like maybe it would be a pretty nice idea to do that. But the main thing that I'm obviously going to be doing is attempting to find a governor. We already found one in the previous episode, and I'm thinking we're probably going to go and get him. He is currently stationed in Storm's End, which is just a little bit away from us right now. So hopefully we're going to have a nice time there. And otherwise, hopefully he'll stay put, and then we'll be able to take him back to Duskendale and put him in there, and then hopefully everything's going to work out real nice. But that also very much depends on if he's actually going to stay there, because he might not. Anyway, hopefully we will be able to achieve victory here. I am up against one of my own companions, which is a little bit problematic, but maybe not that bad. We don't know him to be a particularly good combatant, should I say. But you know how it can be. Sometimes the companions can get really, really lucky. And you can see here, he's actually not doing too badly. I should probably focus on the Kingsguard Initiate, if anything, because I feel like I would probably be able to eliminate my companion without too many difficulties. Sorry, Mr. Crab. I do not mean to insult you, sir, but yeah, well, never mind. Yes, indeed. That is exactly what I thought might happen. Anyway, there we go. By the way, Elias actually leveled up, so I'm very much looking forward to seeing what we can do with him after this. Because if he leveled up, that means he's got some points. He's got some points to spend, and I am very much looking forward to that. And I'm thinking, you know what? We're gonna probably try to put some points into two-handed. I feel like two-handed is going to be super fun. If we can find one of those sledgehammer weapons, not sure if we're even going to be able to find some of those, but I think that would be quite fun. And I've been having a whale of a time in the streams as well, actually, and I've been thinking to myself, wow, two-handed is so fun in this game. I really have no idea, because I actually was playing Warband a few days ago, and I thought to myself, wow, two-handed in this is also fun. What actually happened? Because from my reckoning, I never really liked two-handed that much in, well, let's say in Warband, because that was where most of my experience comes from, obviously. But I started to grow to like it in Bannerlord a huge amount. I'm not sure why, because here's the thing. In Warband, it's just as fun. It feels really good to use two-handed in both games. And that actually says a huge amount about me personally, and maybe my own personal growth as well throughout my time playing these games. Because I'm thinking, well, that actually makes a huge difference. I don't know. There's something happened with me personally. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm pleased, whatever the case, because it is just so much fun. I think maybe in the Bannerlord series, Berserker, I think in the Berserker Bannerlord series, that actually made me fall in love with two-handed. And it's just so much fun to wield a massive two-handed weapon of some kind, whether that be an axe, or in Realm of Thrones' case, maybe a massive hammer. Not sure, because obviously sledgehammer, it's probably going to be blunt damage or something like that. That would be pretty fun. And obviously, maybe, you know, maybe a two-handed sword or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, we're just going to leave Duskendale for the moment, because I do need to go over to Storm's End. As we know, if you, if you obviously saw the previous episode, you're going to know that that Dragonstone and the Westerlands, they made peace with each other just as we were about to go in to Duskendale, and I had to kind of divert my own efforts a little bit, because I wanted to destroy the walls, but unfortunately I wasn't able to do that because I didn't want to chance the fact that they might make peace before I'm actually able to get into the siege. So that was the main problem there. Anyway, let's see if he... Yes, he is actually still here. Absolutely perfect. A bunch of people actually said to me, hey, you know what? You should probably go and get Willem, because it's kind of poetic, apparently, because... Now, here's the thing. I'm not very well versed in the whole Game of Thrones universe. I forget things very quickly. If you've seen my streams, you kind of know that. And there are reasons for it, but I'm not going to get into those right now. Anyway, the point is, Willem has something to do with one of the fellows that we actually did battle with in the previous episode, and he is actually his son. And I think that that's rather poignant, or someone said that was rather fitting to give him the, give him the honor of being our governor. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Whoa, 3,800 to get him. Okay. Now let's actually just take a quick look. Yeah, I have one more space for a companion, and you know who that's going to be, right? It's probably going to be Jamie or Tyrion. I think probably Jamie. Jamie seems to be really good, just in general. I mean, if you take a look at him right now, look at him. Look at his skills. His skills are immense, really, really immense. And he's got 250 in leadership, 250 in steward, and all this wonderful stuff. He's even got 250 in tactics. I mean, he has so many different skills at a high level. I actually wonder how much he's going to be to recruit. I'm going to assume it's going to be a lot. Anyway, let's make our way back to Duskendale as fast as we can possibly do, and then I will take a look at the diplomacy screen, and we'll see whether we can actually make some war against someone. Because as it stands right now, of course, we are no longer at war against the Westerlands, as I already mentioned, and I'm in a bit of a quandary, because I did take a look very early on at the diplomacy screen when I loaded into the game today, and well, it's not looking particularly good. Let's just say that it's not looking particularly good. Anyway, here we go. Ooh, he's got heroic leader. That's absolutely fantastic. That means +1 town loyalty per day. Yeah, there we go. He will become the new governor, and there it is. Look at that. +1 loyalty every single day. Bear in mind that once we have stopped festivals and games, it will start losing loyalty again, which is obviously going to be a bit of a problem. Why are we losing loyalty mostly? We're losing loyalty just due to the loyalty drift, which is absolutely fine, but we also have problems with the settlements. The owner culture is obviously a big problem, but apart from that, yeah, that should be absolutely fine. Now we should probably get some more fairgrounds, shouldn't we? Yeah, we should probably get some more fairgrounds, so I will probably end up doing this now. And how long is this going to take? Only 19 days. Oh, only 19 days. Okay. I'm very much liking that. Okay, that's great. Now let's just go into the marketplace here. I haven't actually done any battles, have I? But I do have a lot of stuff to potentially smith. As I said, we did level up as well. So I have one focus point to spend. I was actually hoping I'd have an attribute point, but unfortunately I do not. So let me see. What do I want to go for? Well, I could go for two-handed. As I say, I could go for two-handed, or I could, as I wanted to, go for some more leadership, which is going to allow me to increase the renown gain from battles, which I think is very much necessary if we're going to be participating in larger battles sooner rather than later. So that means I am actually going to be calling for an army here. We're going to get Mr. Sand. Hello there, Mr. Sand. Come back to me, sir. And yeah, we're going... There he is right there, by the way. And we're just going to do the Army of Poachers quest real quick. You know, we're not going to need to really worry about this too much. And where do I need to go for this? Oh, there we go. Is it Maiden's Fair or is it Old Stonebridge? Oh, no. Yeah, it's Old Stonebridge. I mark some of these things otherwise. I think it would actually be kind of cool. Not sure if they've done this in the newer versions, but I think it would be very cool if they could... if they could make it possible to have different icons for the quests, so that if there is a village that is marked for you to go to, maybe it could be nice if the village itself was marked in a different color or something like that, in comparison to putting the white dot along the banner of the name. You know what I mean? So instead of it being the same as when you save a village, for you know the ability to recruit units from there, like for example, we do have the noble units currently available at some of those places, and I'd like to save those for future use, because I'd like to be able to recruit from there whenever. However, as it stands, whenever they give you a task, they also use the same system to tell you to go over there. So that's something that I think might be cool. I don't know whether a mod could do it, maybe, but yeah, it's highly unlikely they're going to change that, I guess, but it would just be a little easier. You know what I mean? So yeah, it would just be a little easier. Woo, that was a nice hit, if I do say so myself. I'm actually doing a lot better in terms of hitting on my mount now. I guess, as I said to you at the very start of the series, I am going to get better. It is going to take a little bit of time, but I am going to get better at those kinds of things. And here we go. This is actually one of those quests that I would recommend doing at the pretty early game. So if I were to get this in my stream series, this would be absolutely amazing, because if you had a couple of points in trade, you know, a couple of points in trade, you'd probably be able to make some massive money here. Because I don't have any points in trade right here, as you can see, but I do have a number of companions that have trade. And I think they are giving me the ability to see that if I were to go to Dragonstone right now and sell this leather, I'm going to be making a massive profit. And that's what I'm talking about. That's the reason why this is one of the best quests that you can do early on if you have a decent enough army. And I'm talking about maybe a bunch of tier 3s could probably handle it, right? A bunch of tier 3s, maybe clan tier 2, you might be able to handle it there. And otherwise, you can just go straight on in here. Look at this. Boom. 3,000 just from the leather. Obviously, we do have the trade skill that allows us to see that this is going to give us a massive profit. Like, for example, you can see here that I can buy salt for 18. I can actually sell salt here. So if I wanted to, I could go to Storm's End, which I think I might do anyway, because I actually would like to do something with the sledgehammers. So I might buy a sledgehammer as well. And bear in mind, I am leveling up my leadership while we run around here as well, because of course I do have an army currently, which is very, very nice. Anyway, let's just level up all these fellows. There we are. And now, once we've taken a look at the marketplace in Storm's End, we might even want to do something in regards to buying some salt here and then just kind of trading it back and forth, because it seems like it's actually kind of good. Yeah, as you can see, look at this. Massive profit right here. So if you're actually playing Realm of Thrones as well at the same time as me, this seems like a really good trade route. Super fast, super close by to each other. You could pretty much just buy however much you want here. I'm gonna buy 100, I guess. Just buy 100 for 2,000, and then we'll see how much we actually get in profit from this. But anyway, let's take a look at the diplomacy, because we do want to make sure that we're not missing out on any potential wars. I'd like to go to war against the Riverlands if at all possible. They're very close to us. I mean, obviously, you know, they're super close. But the unfortunate thing is that the support for them is only 6%, so that's not going to work. Westerlands, as you can see, 0% support. The Iron Islands, I have no idea who wants to attack them. They are way too far away, in my opinion, to make that actually viable. Stormlands could be really useful too. They're relatively similar in terms of strength. Volantis, please don't declare war against Volantis. They're way too far away once more. And otherwise, the Essos factions, yeah, as you can see, the Essos factions are way too difficult. And again, the distance between them is much too great. Anyway, let's take a look and see whether there is actually... Oh, look at that. There's Oathkeeper. That's very cool. But unfortunately, I'm looking for something a bit different. I'm not seeing the sledgehammer. I'm actually wondering whether there is a sledgehammer available for purchase, or whether it is literally just available for those units. It might very well just be available for them. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I think it would be very cool if maybe My Little Warband could be used with this mod. I don't think it is actually. It's probably not compatible. But it would be, I don't know, I think it would be pretty cool if that would actually be the case. Anyway, let's just take a look in here. Want to make sure. Lady Forlorn, wow, Lady Forlorn is actually here too. That's very cool. And we have a VALYRIAN STEEL sword. Wow, that's incredibly good. Look at that. Wow, okay, yeah. Should I buy this? Should I literally buy this? I mean, look at its swing speed. Its swing speed is 105, which is faster than my one-handed. Yes, It's also 33,000, but I have a lot of money at the moment, so maybe it's a good idea. I don't know. Maybe it's a good. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm weak. I'm gonna buy it. Let's do it. That sounds like a lot of fun to me. And we're gonna be switching out the scalpel, and I'm gonna be locking the scalpel so I don't inadvertently sell it for some unknown reason. But yeah, there you go. Okay, let's have a look. Ooh, caravan ambush. This would actually give me a really good opportunity to do something in regards to using my two-handed, and it might be quite fun. I do have a couple of points in it. As you can see, I've got a nice learning rate. I think I should have a pretty decent time of things here, so let's try it out and see what happens. And otherwise, I can't follow them around just yet. I've just got to wait here for a little bit of time. I need to level up. Oh no, apparently I don't need to level up just yet. I need to sell my poachers, actually. I need to sell the poachers that we gained from the battle. That would make sense. Look at how much money I'm making right now. Wow, it's pretty incredible. But yeah, anyway, let's hope that they are going to get attacked in a second. I think they're going to get attacked by some forest bandits, I assume, or raiders or something like that. Yeah, we are making massive bank right now. I don't even know what is giving us that money. I can only assume that that might also be the reason why a lot of the vassals within factions decide not to declare war. Because whenever a war happens, inevitably there's going to be some kind of economic damage being done. And maybe they just don't like that, you know? Maybe they don't like having their daily money be impacted in such a grievous amount. I don't know. Maybe that's actually the case. I'm not entirely sure. What is going on here, though? This guy's not being attacked. This guy is not being attacked at all. Do I need to move closer to him? Or maybe I need to move closer to him and then have the raiders attack from here, maybe? I am not seeing them. I mean, I can technically manipulate his positioning, so maybe I need to just move like this. And he's going off into the ocean now. Okay. That's not necessarily what I wanted him to do, but I'm kind of wondering where the raiders have gone. I could only assume, because of the amount of vassals in the area, that the bandits are very much intimidated by this. And they're having issues actually getting to the caravan. I can only assume that to be the case. Because as it stands right now, you can see exactly what's happening here. I'm just standing here. I can't see any raiders around here. Okay, well, that's interesting. I really wanted to try out my two-handed. But yeah, look at that. He would have actually paid me 4,000 as well. Wait a minute. Oh, this fake caravan will be attacked on its way to Volon-Therese. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Let's have a look. Let's actually just follow this. Yes, I know I'm a bit too far. Come on now. Could you just continue moving, sir? Oh, they make it very difficult because I'm moving much too fast for him. Oh, there we go. Is this the people? Yes, there we go. Okay. Wow. Okay, so it seems as though the bandit party was actually supposed to attack them all the way from Volon-Therese, and that is very, very far away, as you might expect. So that is probably the reason. Anyway, we're going to take Heroic Leader here, even though that doesn't really do much for me, and we're just going to be helping the caravan. I will pretty much just tell everyone to hold position here, because I'd love to use my Valyrian Steel sword. Look at this. Look at this incredible thing. What is actually happening with the graphics, though? Oh, I think this is a bit of a... Oh no, please don't look if you have any sensitivity to light. That is very bad, actually. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. But 138 damage is with our first hit right there. This is an amazing weapon. I'd love to use this in a siege or something, or in a non-mounted fashion. That would be very cool. The only thing that is problematic with this weapon is that the reach is super bad. The reach for a two-handed weapon is super short. So, of course, it is going to be more difficult to use on a horse than perhaps my one-handed is, which is very, very funny. So, we'll see what we can do about just increasing my two-handed proficiency. I mean, just literally look at the damage I'm able to do with this thing. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I really love about two-handed. You can kind of survive a bit better in Bannerlord than you used to be able to in Warband as well. And I think that might also be something to bear in mind about why I was having a bit more hesitation or trepidation or whatever you want to call it in using two-handed in Warband, because it would usually be a much better idea to use one-handed and a shield, because obviously you'd have the ability to defend yourself much better against varieties of enemies. I'm actually just going to allow my forces to finish up the battle so that I don't see that that graphical error. I'm not sure what's going on with that actually, but there you go. Anyway, we did get some nice renown, and look at the amount of prisoners. I actually wonder if we could get the manual laborer quest now, I would be in the money. Even though we have a massive amount of money as it is, as you can quite clearly see. But yeah, there you go. He gave me 4,000, which is pretty nice, and I think, should I? Yeah. You know what? Let's go back to Stormlands territory, and I will check around for the sledgehammer a little bit more. But I'd like to find a village with the manual laborer quest. Maybe this guy over here, Mr. Stonytop Village. Yes, this one would probably be the way to go. Nope, Art of the Trade. Unfortunate. And there's the autosave. I'm not sure why it never autosaves when I'm streaming, but yeah, it always seems to autosave now. Was that 20 minutes? I think that might have been 20 minutes. I need to change that setting, actually. Yeah, I haven't done that yet, so definitely need to do that. Anyway, let's just give myself a little bit more cohesion here. And I'm just going to continue walking around, trying to find a village that will take all of my prisoners off my hands. I have so many of them right now. Actually, I have so much money that it would be a good idea for me to buy every single horse that I have the ability to do. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to every village that has horses as a thing that I can buy, and that's what we'll try. Train troops, no, don't really want to do that, sir. Thank you very much, though. And I will just go along here. I think it would actually be amazing if we could continue to kind of increase our relation with the villages in Dragonstone territory, but I'm not going to be fussy, okay? I'm not going to be fussy. If we find something that is in Stormlands territory or anywhere else that is the manual laborer quest, then I'm just going to go for it, because, you know, it's a bit rare to find that thing sometimes, and I kind of just want to get these prisoners out of my prisoner's hold. And I just got the message that my fairgrounds has been completed, so that's really nice, and hopefully I'm going to be able to go back there and then get the next level. Seems like it went very quickly, actually. 19 days went very fast. Oh, needs draft animals. No. Not going to be doing that. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that quest. Let's just say that. And yeah, there are so many horse villages around here, actually, because I know that I was exclaiming that there aren't that many horse places that we can actually purchase them from, but no, there seems to be a lot more, especially when you have a lot of money, of course. If you have a lot of money, then obviously it's pretty easy, but sometimes you just don't, and you just need to kind of make do with what you have. But, oh, Narrowview might actually have something. Stannis actually has a quest. I'm wondering what kind of quest he has. Let me go over there and see. Where are you? There you are, sir. Hello, Mr. Baratheon. Yes, can you... What do you need? Okay, don't... Oh, he needs stocks. Okay, they need... What? He needs 13 sumpter horses. Why does he need such a weird number? Alright. Okay. Right. I'll bring your horses myself. I actually already have 13, don't I? 30. Yeah, I have 23. So yeah, there you go. I'm done. Okay, so I can basically just... Here are your horses, my lord. I mean, can you imagine this in a realistic setting where we're standing in front of him and then all of a sudden we go, oh yes, let me just do that real quick, and then we snap our fingers or something, and then we turn back around to him and we say, oh yes, I have your horses here. Then he thinks we're some kind of sorcerer or something like that. That would be hilarious. Anyway, let me see if I can continue to find the manual laborers. Yeah, it's going to be a bit difficult to find that quest. I think mostly they're going to be in places like Point Bay, So things that will give you iron or silver ore. I think a mining village usually has what you need with that. So I think I should probably continue looking for those specifically, but yeah. Oh, Joffrey actually married someone. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, Duskendale probably is looking pretty good for us right now. Deliver the herd. Deliver the herd is usually a great quest, but this time around I'm not going to be doing it. Let me see what I can do here. Extortion by deserters. Yeah, as I say, I'm probably going to be out of luck, unfortunately. I won't be able to find anything like manual laborers or anything like that. Let me actually just have a look, make sure that we're not having any problems with herd deficit. Doesn't seem like we are having any issues with it. No, it doesn't seem problematic. And I'm just going to continue getting horses. Actually, hilariously enough, me recruiting all these horses, or recruiting all the horses. Hello, Mr. Horse. Would you like to join my army? Yes, that's what it sounds like. Anyway, let's just get all these guys leveled up into Queen's Men. Oh yeah, we're powering up. We are powering up like no one's business. And next time there's a war, you can best bet we are going to absolutely punish anyone that decides to attack us. Although, to be fair, they're probably going to see our combat strength and they'll be like, oh yeah, you know what, I'm just going to go this way. And then they just walk in the opposite direction. Or, more accurately, they're probably going to run. Yes, they're probably going to run away from us, which is exactly what we want, because we can catch up with them very easily. Indeed. Anyway, let me have a look. Herd deficit's still absolutely fine. So many horse villages around here, right? Yeah, huge amounts. Anyway, I think I will probably want to... Wow, yeah, this is really good. I will probably want to stop recruiting regular horses soon, but nomadic traditions doesn't seem to be going up any further, so maybe it's okay for me to just continue leveling them up like that, and then just moving on. Alright, so I'm not going to sell anything just yet. I'm not going to get any additional companions either. Let's just take a quick look and see. Oh, look, there's a sword that is one-handed, actually. Yeah, and there's the two-handed that I'm currently using. Yeah, so bear in mind, obviously, the mod is still in development, so these things, they're probably going to get renamed later down the line. So, you know, don't worry about that. As I say, it is still in development, so... You know, you understand that. Anyway, I think I will probably just sell all this. I don't see the point in keeping it, and we should probably buy some mules and things like that. Look at how much... What's going on here? How many mules do they have? They have over 1,000. What? How do they have over 1,000 mules? That's kind of incredible. I don't know why you'd have so many of them, but okay. I will buy a couple. And then we will move on. But let's take a look at diplomacy. We've been letting the game run a little bit now, so maybe there's going to be a slight change in when we can declare war. Dothraki Horde is getting a little bit of extra support for the war against them, but I would prefer not, if at all possible. Ah, Lorath, 50%. No, why are you doing this to me, sir? Why are you doing this? Actually, you know what? I could probably do something over there by just literally... stomping Lorath. I'm not sure if they're that strong. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going the wrong way. I should go over here. There we go. Alright, so yeah, I have no idea how strong Lorath actually is. Let me just take a quick look. They are very weak. They have one castle. What? Is it this? No, that's the Vale. That's the Vale as well. And that's the Vale. Okay, so where is... Where is Lorath's only castle? Is it... No, this is Pentos? That can't be it. Am I looking at the right thing right now? Yeah, I think so, right? Yeah, Pentos was taken by the Vale. Okay, so it must be up here somewhere, right? Oh, I have no idea. Apparently I'm completely missing... it's this one. No, that's the Vale as well. Uh-huh. Okay. I will actually check that right away. Is it this? No, that's the Dothraki Horde. Okay, so I'm going to take a quick look then, because I am intrigued. And I will see what they own. No, they own all of this. Look. They own all of this. They own all of these things. And he is part of the Vale. Oh, this guy's part of the Vale. Oh, okay. So what's actually going on with that? Because he's a vassal of the Vale, but I just put in Lorath. Oh, that's the town. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, that is the town, not the faction. That's why 2 entries came up. Okay, this is the faction. They own this. Where is this? Whoa, wait a minute. Where is it? It's all the way over here? Next to Winterfell? That is hilarious. Why is LORATH all the way over here? Okay, you know what? We're going to make our way up there. And what do you say we actually just pay LORATH a bit of a visit? I'm gonna go for. I don't think I need better handling, to be honest. So I'm gonna do more damage against shields, and we're gonna do on the edge, which increases swing speed, 2-handed swords, of course, and then increase stagger damage or increase your mount's armor. Mount's armor is what I will take every time. Thank you. And that sounds pretty good to me. Actually, you know what? Shall we try to get some? Should we try to get a couple of these things? Noble Retinues is very good, but I am not tier 5, so it basically doesn't do much for me, which is problematic. What about this? Oh no, I can't do that, because as you can see, 0% support. That is very, very sad. Land tax, no, I'm not looking for any of this. I'm not looking for that either. What about serfdom? Serfdom is okay. I wouldn't say it's particularly amazing, but yeah, if I was ruler, this would be very, very different. I'd be taking pretty much all of these things. Imperial towns I would also take. I like this a lot because you gain 1 loyalty and 1 prosperity per day in your towns, but towns held by non-ruler clans lose loyalty per day, but 0.3 loyalty is basically nothing. It's really easily countered by other things. For example, forgiveness of debts, which settlement loyalty is increased by 2 per day, and the settlement production is just reduced by 5%. It's really not that big a deal. So having those 2 things makes a huge difference in your overall production of loyalty, and then all of your vassals are going to have happy towns. They're never going to rebel against you, and it's just going to be an absolutely wonderful time had by all. And that's what you want, you know. That's what you want. You want very little drama in your own territory, so your own vassals can focus on the opponent, and that's what you want every single time. Anyway, let's see. Does this? Yes. Oh, we found one. Yeah, there we go. We actually found one. 36 prisoners. Oh yeah. Mind your own business, Headman. I'm gonna be giving this guy a massive amount. Oh, look at this. Okay, how much do you think? Oh, he's actually not willing to pay me for this much. Okay, what about 46? Really? Okay, wait a minute. How much? Okay, 42. It seems like they have limited the amount of prisoners that you can now give to the manual labor quest, because from what I remember in a previous version, I don't know whether I'm remembering correctly or not here, but I seem to remember in a previous version, you were able to give as many prisoners as you wanted, up to a pretty significant value. I'm not talking about hundreds or even thousands here, obviously. I mean, that's way too over the top. But I'm talking about this guy was asking me for 36 prisoners, right? And, well, that's not that hard to get, but we're only now able to give him 6 extra. Only 6. Only 6 extra. I don't know why that would be the case, but anyway, there you go. 10,000 gold is now ours, which is actually wonderful. Very much love that. And we have River Run, you know, the classic classic village from Skyrim. Yes, indeed. Oh, and Jamie's here. Hello there. I was obviously joking because I was referencing a moment in the second stream because we were all talking about Elder Scrolls, and you know, I was making a reference to Skyrim, and I said River Run, and then someone very rightfully said, no, that's actually from Game of Thrones. That's you know, instead of from Riverwood. You know, Riverwood is the village in Skyrim. That's very funny always. Anyway, let's have a look. See, 5,000 only. Are you serious, sir? He is extremely cheap. For what he is capable of doing, he is very, very cheap. What is his secret? Why is he so cheap? I have no idea. Okay, so let's have a look. He has 250 in Steward. I have 190. Does he have engineering skill, actually? He does not. Wow, that's the one thing I would love for him to have now. So I guess I'm going to make him the Steward, and I am going to be the engineer. and I will see what I can do about... Oh, you're declaring war against someone? Oh, the free houses have declared war against us. Okay, well, the free houses are not actually that big a deal because they are so incredibly far away. They are usually... Yeah, there's one over there. That's it. I think that's all they have, actually. If I am... if I'm... Yep. Okay. That's actually very funny. I'm not entirely sure what Mr. Bolton is doing. But yes, he's making a very, very wonderful error. And, oh, look at that. They're already making peace with us. Well, that's amusing. Yeah, I hope we don't take that, actually, because I'd like to go and actually take this, if at all possible. I'd like to take that from them, and I think I would probably be able to do it without too many difficulties. I think it's going to be pretty easy for us to do that, but... You know how it can be. Maybe I'm not going to get there in time. I mean, I was already making my way up here, but it's a massive map. You know, it is absolutely huge. So it's very, very difficult for us to get from point A to point B, especially when it's basically at the, you know, the opposite end. And let's have a look. 195. All right, let's do this. Should I destroy the walls? Let's destroy the walls. I don't think I'm going to get much out of this, though, unfortunately, because I don't have a lot of engineering. Oh, actually, never mind. It seems to be getting built relatively fast. Very surprising. Okay. Yeah, not bad, not bad. I might actually be able to get engineering skill leveled up, although I have oh no, I have 0 points in it. When am I going to learn that I should really put some points into engineering? I don't know. That's what I was actually talking about as well. I kind of feel like maybe there's a companion out there that would definitely do a good job being the engineer, but for some reason I just have not found one just yet. Oh well, never mind. Okay. I actually wonder what kind of gear Jamie has. Maybe I can actually speak to him in just a second. Let me actually just take a quick look at that right now. Let's see. No, he's actually got pretty terrible stuff. Actually, not amazing. Not amazing by any means, but I'm going to give him a horse, and I'll give him my my scalpel sword, because he could probably use it a little bit better than I can. Let's see. I'd like to give him a two-handed. Does he have good two-handed skill? I think he does, right? Yeah, he's much better at... Oh, no, he actually has... Yeah, he has 280 and two-handed. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so he's a lot better at one-handed, but he does have some two-handed skill. I will probably buy him a very similar weapon to what I have, and then we'll see what's going on with that. All right, so now all of my trebuchets are built. Let's put them all out there. They're going to completely obliterate the walls, or at least they should, and then hopefully we'll be in a great position to head on in and take the castle. I obviously do not want this castle, so I will be voting for someone else to take ownership of it. I don't see the point in that. Whoa, have they actually increased the damage of trebuchets or something? It feels to me like this is very, very simple. I'm going to get rid of all the siege towers and the battering ram. I don't see the point in using those because we have the walls down, and we don't want people to divert their attention over to the siege equipment when they could basically just be running in instantly, pretty much. But this is going to give me a wonderful opportunity to try out my Valyrian Steel sword. Going to be very much looking forward to it. Let me see if I can just do a little bit of damage with my thrown weapons. Oh yeah, take that guy down, thank you. And oh my, that's a lot of enemies. Not entirely sure why it's so dark here. Okay, I can't see anything. Okay, there we go. That's absolutely fine though. We can now head on in. This is actually not a bad weapon for sieges, actually, because it being a little bit shorter with reach, it makes it much easier to use in close quarters situations. So that's really going to make a huge difference. Unfortunately, I don't have a massive amount in focus points in this, so it is going to be leveling up just that much slower, but can't do much about that, of course. You know, I was not really prepared to use a two-handed in this series, because I thought, you know what, let's use a one-handed for once, you know what I mean? But, yeah, you know, the call of the two-handed is just way too strong sometimes, so that's exactly why I'm using one now. And hopefully I will be able to do some decent damage. Don't die now, please. Oh, no. Whoa, okay. These guys actually do massive damage, surprisingly enough. and they seem to not take that much damage either. So I'm wondering why that is. Is it because I don't have a lot of proficiency in two-handed, or is it just for the fact that they have pretty decent armor? They might have just good armor, and that might be the reason. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let me see if I can do something here. Nope, never mind. Okay, what about here? Nope, never mind. Okay. No, not at all. Alright, well, yeah, I guess that is pretty much it. Pretty easy victory. Unfortunately, we did end up losing a lot of units. Surprisingly. Very surprised that Mr. Sand has lost so many people. Why did he lose so many people? That's kind of weird. Oh well, never mind. I'm just going to speed things up, and we will then be done. Oh, I just killed myself. Okay. Well, that didn't happen, okay? That didn't happen. Why do we... Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I had my trebuchets. Oh yeah, I still have my trebuchets out. I should have actually put them back into the reserves, because using those on the outside when we have the walls down basically makes no sense whatsoever. Anyway, here's Ramsay Snow. I'm going to be taking him prisoner. Thank you. And I will be rescuing all these troops. We'll take all the prisoners. We're going to probably head into Winterfell after this as well, just to sell all these guys. And let's just get some of these guys leveled up too, and there we have it. Okay, so we've got some decent stuff now that we're getting, and hopefully I'm going to be able to give some of this to Jamie. Wow, he looks absolutely ridiculous with this on. I promise you, sir, I will get you a better helmet in 30 episodes time. Don't worry, okay? Don't worry. He knows. He knows. He knows I'm going to do that. He knows I'm going to completely forget about his helmet, and he's going to be wearing that in many a siege, and then all of a sudden I'm gonna think, oh yeah, I remember I was supposed to give him something, wasn't I? Yes, indeed. Anyway, there you go. We have now eliminated the free houses, which is absolutely perfect, or at the very least we should have eliminated them. So let me just wait here for some time, try to restore myself just in case there is some kind of you know, retaliation or something. Maybe there will be, maybe there won't, I don't know. And let's try to resolve the owner. I do not want it. Harwood fell. He is a very good vassal, so I guess I will just vote for him. I'm going to spend 60 to vote for him, so we can increase our relation with him just that little bit more. And yeah, Davos is not too pleased with that, but I don't really mind Davos. Harwood is a very strong individual, and I don't really want to annoy him. Anyway, there we go. We've actually gained another perk in the two-handed tree, and I'm going to be taking Show of Strength, because being able to knock down enemies, that is very, very useful. What else do we have here? Increase your endurance attribute. Yes, I will indeed take that. Thank you. And my charm skill has also leveled up too, and hiring mercenaries is 20% cheaper. Reduce item bot. No, I don't care about that really. Oh, I don't actually care about any of these things. I think effort for the people is probably pretty good, but I think this is way too late in the charm skill tree to actually make any difference whatsoever, because clearing a hideout is not something you're going to be doing in the late game. It really doesn't make that much sense to me, but whatever the case, there you go. We have been able to participate in a siege, which I'm very pleased about, and I will be making my way over to Winterfell and then possibly declaring war against LORATH. Or not, as the case may be. Or I could just attack one of the vassals if they are actually in the area, and then just take the one castle that they have, and then just seeing what happens from then. But yeah, anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.